From the very first stones we stacked one on top of another to the spires of our most ancient cathedrals, we've always had this obsession to build upwards. It feels like it's in our DNA, this primal need to defy gravity and etch our story right into the sky. But just how high can we actually go? You're going to want to stay with us, because on this journey, you're not just going to see the giants that stand today, but you'll get a glimpse of the titans that are about to rise.
So, what's really behind this drive? Is it just a massive global contest of egos written in steel and glass? Or is there something deeper, Something that compels us to build these modern-day titans? Let's find out, because we're about to see just how high humanity is prepared to climb.
You see, we're living in a brand new age of giants. This isn't just about building taller office buildings. No, this is a global competition. It's a high-stakes game of engineering genius, economic power, and raw national prestige. And the winners? Well, they earn their place in history.
And this right here, this is the current battlefield. As of early 2026, these are the 5 reigning champions of the sky. You've got Dubai's icon, the Burj Khalifa, which has held the top spot for ages, and Malaysia's brand new challenger, Merdeka 118. Each one of these tells a story of incredible ambition. These are the giants that all new challengers are desperately trying to dethrone.
Now, to really understand this race, you have to start with the undisputed king. For more than 15 years, one name has defined the absolute peak of human construction. We have to look at how the Burj Khalifa didn't just break the records, it completely shattered what we all thought was even possible. 828 meters. Just let that number sink in for a second. That is over half a mile straight up into the air. So how does it stay standing? Well, the secret is this revolutionary design called a buttressed core. Picture a super strong hexagonal center with 3 wings branching out like a Y. This shape doesn't just brace against the powerful desert winds, it actually confuses them, stopping them from creating a dangerous swaying rhythm. It's genius.
But the true strength of a giant like this begins deep underground. The Burj Khalifa is anchored by 192 enormous piles, driven 50 meters into the ground. Pretty impressive, right? But now, look at its future challenger, the Jeddah Tower. To hold up a building that tall on shifting coastal ground, it needs 270 piles driven more than twice as deep, a staggering 110 meters into the earth. The story of the next world's tallest building, it begins right here in the dark. But this race to the top isn't just about brute force and digging deep. The new generation of skyscrapers, they're masters of totally new skills. They're pushing the boundaries of things like aerodynamics, sustainability, and even what a building can represent for a nation. Just look at the Shanghai Tower. That beautiful, elegant twist isn't just for show. That incredible spiral design actually cuts down the punishing wind forces at that altitude by a massive 24%. An easy way to think about it is like twisting a paper towel roll. That simple twist makes it so much stronger and more stable. It's a brilliant piece of engineering that allows some of the world's fastest elevators to zip up and down inside with incredible stability. And that kind of genius has a huge payoff. By cleverly tricking the wind, the engineers saved an estimated $58 million in steel and concrete. And that's the key thing to understand here. In the world of these megatall buildings, smarter design doesn't just make them safer, it's what makes them economically possible in the first place. This one idea changes the entire financial equation for building into the clouds. Okay, let's head over to Kuala Lumpur now, to a building that tells a profound story. It all starts with this one word, Merdeka. It means independence, and it was the powerful cry that marked the birth of modern Malaysia all the way back in 1957. And the Merdeka 118 Tower is the physical embodiment of that historic moment. Its multifaceted, diamond-shaped exterior is directly inspired by the silhouette of Malaysia's first prime minister, his arm raised in that iconic Declaration of Freedom. So this isn't just another building. It is a 679-meter-tall monument to national identity, literally etched into the skyline for the whole world to see. But every great story needs its dramatic climax. And in our race to the sky, that climax is the quest to break a mythical barrier, 1,000 meters. And that's where the Jeddah Tower comes in, the challenger destined to create the very first kilometer kingdom. And man, what a journey this has been. Construction just screeched to a halt back in 2018, leaving this concrete skeleton sitting on the skyline for years. It looked like it was over.
But then, in January of 2025, the giant awakened. Construction restarted, and at a blistering pace, blasting past 69 floors by the end of that year. Now, with a new target completion of 2028, the crown awaits. This is a story of resilience, just as much as it is of ambition. So, after all the drama of the current race, what's next? I mean, once we've broken the kilometer barrier, where could we possibly go from there? Because if there's one thing we know for sure, humanity's ambition doesn't just stop. 1,008 meters. If everything goes to plan, this will be the new pinnacle of human achievement. A building so tall that it will literally create its own microclimate at the top. It's a vision from the very same architect who gave us the Burj Khalifa, now pushing the limits even further. But wait, just as we're getting ready to crown a new king, another contender suddenly appears on the horizon. Over in Riyadh, plans are being drawn up for something called the Rise Tower, at a proposed height of 2,000 meters. That is double the Jeddah Tower. It's a number that is almost impossible to comprehend, a structure that would make everything that has ever come before it look small. Which brings us right back to our first question, but now from a totally new perspective. For thousands of years, we've been reaching for the sky. But with projects like these on the drawing board, it feels like we're about to punch right through it. So, if the sky is no longer the limit, then what is? If you believe in the power of human ambition to reach for the heavens, share this story, subscribe for more incredible journeys, and tell us in the comments, what frontier should we conquer next?